Dear audience, dear listener, dear public of Santa Rosa, we are here today to welcome you for our new season 2010-2011, where I'm going to invite you to a new voyage into this season. First of all, we'll go to Italy, where we'll play Verdi, La Forza del Destino, the great maestro Verdi. Then we'll have Dmitri Berlinski, the incredible virtuoso who won the Genoa Paganini competition, play for us the ferociously difficult Paganini Concerto No. 1 for violin. Then we'll go to Luciano Berio, who is probably the most known Italian contemporary composer. He has passed away, but you'll discover a world of his imagination. And we'll finish that concert by Ottorino Respighi, who is a brilliant impressionist composer and writer, very impressed by the French Debussy and Ravel-like, but in a very Italian manner, and enamored and in love with his capital city, Rome. Then we'll go to Romania and Hungary, so this is Eastern Europe. We'll play Bartók, we'll play Enesco, and we'll play Liszt, especially Franz Liszt, and Valentina Lisitsa, who is a wonderful virtuose pianist, is going to play both Totentanz and the first concerto of the Liszt piano concerto. At the end of this Hungarian program that we are bringing, and I pay an homage to this 200th anniversary of the death of Franz Liszt, who was the most brilliant virtuoso at that time, we'll play Bartók, the Concerto for Orchestra, which is probably the most challenging symphonic piece ever written by a composer. So we'll have the pleasure to present you that piece. Then we'll go back to France, because we'll play Poulenc, the Gloria, and the most famous Fauré Requiem, which is such a lovely sacred piece, which will be sung by the honor choir of Santa Rosa and directed by Bob Wolf, and which will be sung so lovely. Also, we'll have a soprano, Cynthia Zeden, and Marcus Deloche will be our baritone. So you'll enjoy that program, I'm sure. In that program will be a very special surprise, the presence of a French composer, Aubert Lemelin, who actually was a witness when he was a kid of the D-Day in Normandy, because he comes from Normandy and he saw the Marines come to the beaches to liberate France. So it is a very important moment for us, and we'll have a world premiere piece by this composer in our French program. Then we'll go to more exotic countries like Mexico, like Argentina, and we'll have the pleasure to probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest, guitarist player of the world. Her name is Sharon Isbin, and she will play Rodrigo Concerto de Aranjuez, a beautiful, lavish concerto for guitar. And we'll have the Chavez Symphony No. 4, which is very rarely played, and it's a beautiful piece that I really encourage you to come and listen. We have for that the presence of Maestro Enrique Di Mecche, who is a very brilliant conductor who conducts all over the world, and probably the best Mexican maestro at this time. Then we'll go on to Vienna, can you believe, from Mexico to Vienna, where we'll play with the local Bay Area great singer Christine Brandis, Mozart Porgi Amore, and we'll play with her also the 7 early leaders from Berg. So we'll be in Vienna in this very special atmosphere, you know, the cafe, the taverns of Vienna, the little streets, and you know, all that music around, all that musical atmosphere of Vienna. And we'll play Mozart, we'll play Berg, and also, because I want to honor Mahler, we'll play the single movement original from Mahler of the 10th Symphony. So because that's my way to pay homage to Mahler, to whom I owe a lot. Then from Vienna, we make a little jump to Germany, not too far, but a very different world of music. It's Brahms, the classicism in its essence, and romanticism in its essence, and we'll have the pleasure to have Elina Vehele, who is a Finnish-born, raised in America, beautiful, great violin player, will play the very difficult, very long Brahms violin concerto, and I think you'll enjoy that. And to finish onto a little more whimsical note, as put it a journalist here, we'll do a Russian program, all for you. We'll start with a very recluse, almost monastic composer. Her name is Sofia Gubaidulina. She comes from Russia, and she is never seen. She's not a public person, she's very secretive, but you'll see how beautiful and how seductive her music is. It will be followed by Tchaikovsky Piano Concerto, played by the brilliant John Nakamatsu, very known in the region, and will be followed by the incredible Pictures at an Exhibition, so imaginative, by Mussorgsky, orchestrated by the no less talented Maurice Ravel. So I think within this season you will find that you will go and participate into an incredible voyage to music all throughout the world. And I hope with that we'll attract your attention and you come and you'll flock even to our hall.